Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here. We just got back from Southeast Asia.
We spent 5 months there, and countries that we went to see, we're going to show you a slideshow. We're going to show you these countries.
We're gonna show you Cambodia, Laos, and Thailand.
Our little adventure. The idea that we are presenting in this video is living a life of passion, having passion in your life and stepping out of your comfort zone. And this is what we want to do, and we subscribe to this philosophy of living a life of passion. We're going to introduce Becky. Becky is a woman that has followed our YouTube channel for years, and she wants to be a writer. So she asked us, and she interviewed us, could she make a little presentation, and maybe we could even post it in a video. And that's what we're going to do. So you're going to hear what Becky had to say about us and her observations of Jerry Brown Travels. At the end of the video, we're going to give you a breakdown of what this trip cost us for the 5 months. Maybe you're curious about that. And we're going to show you also how we travel in there. We will rent a driver and a car, and we'll hire him for a day or maybe 10 days. And then they transport us through the country. And so we find it a very economical way of traveling. This way we don't have to get on buses. You get on buses, they get crowded, you can get sick. And we did not want to get sick, especially knowing that we're going to be traveling this long in Asia. So we're back in California now. We're actually taking care of some business here.
Jerry and Lori Brown, embracing passion and adventure in their 70s. At 70, many people feel they're supposed to start slowing down, perhaps accepting a life of comfort, routine, and familiarity. But Jerry and Lori Brown, a dynamic duo of YouTube creators, are living proof that age is no limitation when it comes to living a life of passion, adventure, and purpose. They're dedicated to pushing the boundaries of what aging gracefully can look like, all while inspiring their viewers to live life fully, without compromise or fear. Redefining aging, stepping out of the comfort zone. In their 70s, Jerry and Lori have made a conscious choice to resist the pull of an easy, predictable lifestyle. As they put it, the tendency at reaching your 70s is to feel you need to slow down, slowly compromising because you have a comfortable lifestyle, and this can be a trap. For them, comfort is something to appreciate, but not to settle into. The real fulfillment, they say, comes from stepping out of that comfort zone, doing things that they once feared or felt were too late to try. Their approach to aging is not about defying age, but about embracing every opportunity for growth, connection, and meaning. Let's face it, when you get into your 70s, you take a look at how much time you really have left. Do you have 5 years? 7 years? Jerry asks. These reflections have motivated them to push their limits, try new things, and revisit the items on their bucket list that bring them joy and purpose. Their motto is simple: don't let age be an excuse. Traveling and volunteering, building a legacy of inspiration. Travel is at the heart of their journey. Jerry and Lori aren't just sightseeing. They're exploring new cultures, connecting with people, and immersing themselves in histories and lifestyles that enrich their understanding of the world. Their travels take them to unexpected places, introduce them to fascinating people, and give them countless stories to share with their YouTube audience. Through every video, they not only share their travels, but they also encourage others to consider their own dreams and goals. But it's not all about personal enjoyment. Jerry and Lori also find meaning in giving back. Through volunteer work, they're able to use their time and energy to support causes that matter, bringing a sense of purpose to their travels. By volunteering abroad, they're leaving a positive impact on the places they visit and are continuously reminded that there's always something we can offer, no matter our age. Sharing their message, seize the moment, no matter your age. On their YouTube channel, Jerry and Lori share a message that resonates deeply with viewers of all ages. Seize the moment, and don't let age hold you back. They are honest about their own experiences of fear, doubt, and the struggle against complacency. There are things you didn't do in life that you'd still like to try, but maybe you're a little afraid, and you use the excuse that you're too old, they say. Don't let that stop you. If you want to write a book, do it. If you want to sail around the world, do it. If you want to stay close to family and enjoy your grandchildren, do it. Whatever your passion, don't lose hope, and don't give up. For Jerry and Lori, age isn't about limitations, it's about freedom. With each adventure and new experience, they're choosing to live intentionally and purposefully, adding vibrancy to their days and memories that will last a lifetime. Adjusting priorities and living with intention. One of the lessons that has guided Jerry and Lori's journey is the importance of setting priorities. Jerry notes that he's 7 years older than Lori, and that realization has prompted them both to reconsider what they want to accomplish and experience in the time they have. They recognize that their time is finite, and that gives them the clarity to focus on the things that truly matter. These days, we're asking ourselves what's really important. We're adjusting our priorities, evaluating our bucket list, and doing what brings us joy. This intentionality is something they hope others can adopt as well. They want people to see that age doesn't have to be a barrier to fulfilling dreams, whether big or small. Instead, it can be a motivator to live a life of substance and connection. As Jerry and Lori have learned, the unknown is often intimidating, but it's also a window to new experiences that enrich our lives and give us stories to tell. A lasting legacy. Living with gusto. For Jerry and Lori, their 70s have become a time not of winding down, but of stepping up. They're building a legacy not just for themselves, but for the people who follow their journey online. Their message is one of passion, curiosity, and resilience. Our goals may not be your goals, they say, but whatever it is you choose, do it with gusto. Their lives are a testament to the idea that aging gracefully doesn't mean fading into the background. It means stepping forward with courage, seizing the moments we have, and living in a way that aligns with our deepest values. Their hope for others is simple yet profound. Whatever you do it with passion, do it with courage, and don't let anything, least of all age, be the reason you hold back. In a world where so many are afraid of growing older, Jerry and Lori are rewriting the script. They're choosing a life that's filled with adventure, generosity, and joy. A life they can look back on with pride. And through their stories and videos, they're inviting everyone, at any age, to join them in making every moment count.
People say, Jerry and Lori, you're so brave to take on these challenges at your age. You know, it is a challenge, and anything new is a challenge. When we get ready to go on a trip like this, I'm nervous. I'm afraid. Did I make the right plans? Have I made sure my passport is current? Have I made sure that we've booked the right airlines? Did we order the food on the plane? Did I pay all of our bills before we left to make sure we had money in there? Did I make sure that we paid our maid? These are all the things, and it makes me nervous. So don't feel afraid. This is normal. Anytime we go on a trip, I am nervous. But little by little, bite by bite, I guess the same thing with the elephant story. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So travel is sort of that way. You have an idea and you want to do it. Doesn't have to be travel. Anything that your passion is. Maybe you want to produce a video, or maybe you want to make and write music, or play in a band, or play an instrument. Whatever it is scary, because anything new is scary. But I can tell you, once we get going, then that slips away and we fall into the zone of just doing the travel thing. And so the adventure of getting on an airplane, going through the airport, and all those things, yeah, they are nerve-wracking, especially when you do need to go through customs and things like that. But little by little, you get used to it and you feel real comfortable about your travel. And now you're living a dream, something you wanted to do. I wanted to see the elephant refugees here, and I wanted to be able to feed elephants. I love little baby elephants and just looking at them. They're so cute. And so when we were there, it was so comforting to be able to live our dream and be able to do these things. So yes, it is a challenge, but definitely it's worth it to do it because it's something you want to do, especially at our age. I looked back about 3 years ago and I asked myself, my timeline of living is getting shorter. I don't plan on dying, until I'm 97 or 100. That's what my timeline for dying is. But my timeline for health, I am 78 years old now. I figure hopefully I have until I'm 85. And what I've noticed, people then start slowing down and they don't have the energy to do the things. Even now I'm noticing my energy level is starting to slip. And this is why I want to seize the opportunity of travel now, because this is our passion, travel. It doesn't mean it's your passion. Live your passion, whatever it is. Living a life of passion, it's right on the other side of your comfort zone. You're comfortable, everything is good. It's taking that next step and doing the thing you would like to do. And I really encourage you, to be able to live that life. What I did is I looked at our finances and I saw how much money could we spend for our passion on a yearly basis that would not hurt us as we mature, and maybe we'll have to go into a long-term care facility. I made sure we had money put away for that, for our life, to live a long, healthy life. So I wanted to focus on what we had for our adventure, which, as you know, is travel. And so I went on to some of the retirement calculators. I did some analysis. I spoke to financial people, and I got a sense of what we could spend for our travel. And this is what, we're doing. I fear we're probably in the next 5 years, we're going to spend a little more money, annually. But as you get a little bit older, you don't want to travel, so you're going to start to slow down. So these are things that I looked at, and this is the things that I want to encourage people at our age to be able to step out of their comfort zone, take that leap of faith, jump off the bridge, and take on the passion of life. And it's so exciting, and it makes you vibrant, and it's just a lot of fun. And so, as you see, I'm compassionate and passionate about living that life, because Lori and I have been fortunate. We have traveled to over 38 countries, and we've donated our time to helping people in other countries. We volunteer, we give to orphanages, we help the indigenous people. We do our part to give back. And this is part of the joy of life. In a good, healthy life is a balance of receiving and giving. And you see the happy faces when you're able to, help them out in their countries, because they do need the money and stuff. And so this is my idea of travel. I just wanted to share these thoughts that I've had for a lot of years, and I just wanted to just open up my heart, be transparent to you, and just let you know what I am, facing. Lori's been very gracious to give me these years, and know that it's something that we both want to do, but she's been very gracious to say, yes, Jerry, live your dream, live your passion, and we'll figure it out as we walk on the journey. So this is the whole point of making this video, was to finally share with you, our audience.
Welcome to the roadside break here. It's a rest stop right here. So I will show you this toilet. This is a squat toilet. You have to take your own toilet paper here, okay? Everywhere you go in this country, you have to take your own toilet. This is a squat toilet. You gotta come like this. Stand like that, you can squat it. And then use your own toilet paper. Right your first. And they have a basket here to put your toilet paper. And then how you're gonna flush the toilet. They have the water here. You can turn on the water. They have a bucket, and also they have a scooper. And you can flush your toilet like this. It's kind of, if you don't use to this kind of toilet, kind of gross, but at least they have a toilet and they have a door to close. You go to the bathroom peacefully.
Enjoyed this video, how about buying us a cup of coffee? In the description, there's a link where you actually can buy us a cup of coffee. Thank you. Oh, we were doing so many other things in Thailand. We were exploring areas of possibility of people retiring. We were interviewing people as we went along. We were showing beachfront condominiums renting at $250 a month, $400 a month, maybe the choice of Cambodia or the Philippines, and all the different locations. We had an exciting time making these videos, posting them on our YouTube. If you want to see them, check them out. Here we interviewed Bruce. He lived in the Philippines, and also we went back to different beaches and made different videos with a different subject in matter. So the same with our interviews. 5 months of traveling in Southeast Asia. Total for nightly hotels, $100 a night, $3,000 a month. Food, $32 a day, $960 a month. Car, driver, and gasoline, $168 a month. Ferry rides, we did a lot of ferries, went to a lot of different islands. That was $100 a month. And also we had the airfare in there, and that was $770 per month. So a grand total of $4,998. I was a little surprised that it was going to be that high, but that's the numbers. Now you multiply that 5 and you'll get an idea of what the total cost for traveling in Southeast Asia. That gives you a little hint. How about subscribing? And you get a new video every week at 1 p.m. California time. Check out the videos. They are free.